Live from Penn State, this is Nittany Talk. I'm your host, Emily Koza, and tonight we will be sending it over to the entertainment panel to discuss the Kate Middleton scandal. We will have a sweet Valentine's Day skit, your weekday update from Audrey and Nolan, and a hilarious friend posal segment. Stay tuned.
I'm Courtney McGinley, joined here today with Emma Goldkoff, Jake Santora, Jordan Spagnoli, and Evan Helfin. So the whereabouts of Princess Kate Middleton has been a hot topic on social media for the last couple weeks, with some funny conspiracies and then some really dark conspiracies. And this all really started from a picture that was posted on Instagram. So before we dive into that crazy picture, I think we should start with the timeline.
Right.
So Christmas Day was the last time that Kate Middleton and William and her 3 children were actually last seen. Well, she was last seen. And then
everything seemed picture perfect in this, nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
Right.
Then we kind of shift gears a couple weeks later to January 17th, where the palace released a statement saying that she is getting planned abdominal surgery and that her recovery time, she was going to stay in the hospital anywhere between 10 to 14 days, and then she wasn't going to make any appearances until after Easter. Mm-hmm. So if they said she's not coming out until after Easter, I don't know why social media took storm, but it did.
Well, and
like
also,
it always does.
In that statement, she said we would appreciate some privacy at this time. You know, you're going through some privacy, which, well, so we see that didn't happen.
Not at all. Not at all.
And it's interesting, too, because we saw after the birth of her 3 children, she was walking out of the hospital the next day in a dress, in a skirt top, heels, full face of makeup on with baby in her hands. And it's like, so you can give birth to a baby and then you have planned abdominal surgery and you aren't going to make an appearance after that. It's just a little shady.
It is very shady.
It's very interesting because we've got pictures of all of that, but now it's just this, and this is planned. It's not something that's like urgent. If it was a sudden sort of thing, totally understand. But this is interesting.
Well, and there was also a couple other dates thrown in there. So January 29th was when she left the hospital, came home, but there was no pictures of that. There's no proof of that.
Happen.
And then another thing that was kind of interesting, February 27th, Prince Williams announced he wasn't going to a memorial for his godfather for personal reasons. And that's when, everything sparked up with that. But I also think, noting that, what's the king's name? King Charles. There was they were drawing towards, he had made announcements too about his medical, the stuff that was going on, and he went into a lot greater detail. So people seem to be a little confused, why is Princess Kate being very hush-hush about this, whereas King Charles is very, here's what's happening, let me air out my laundry, and let's just be fully transparent with the people.
Well, yeah, and I noticed that too, and kind of tying into what both of you said, how with her pregnancy, immediately in the limelight, even if she wasn't, even if she was at a point where she was recovering and she was, in the hospital, the fact that there was, it's been months, there's been no real, update. There's been no real, word from her. And especially from that, that picture that got posted online with her and her kids that she photoshopped. I don't believe that for 1 second.
She was also a photo major in high school, a photography major.
No way.
Yeah, she's a photography major. So you would know how to work Photoshop. So that's so sus. That doesn't make sense.
Sorry for my poor editing skills. No, you did not do that. There's not one ounce of me that believes it. And it felt so staged. It felt look, everything's picture perfect. It's just a big facade, in my opinion.
And it was an old picture. I saw that people think her face was photoshopped from a magazine photo shoot she did at least 10 years later or 10 years earlier, which is crazy. And what is she going to Photoshop her own face onto there?
Exactly.
And there was also, let's dive into that picture, actually. There were 16 editing errors. That's wild.
The fingers are really weird to me.
Yeah. I know there was something with Charlotte's hair and a zipper on Kate's sweater.
And the fact that it was killed off the Instagram. If you go on to their actual Instagram page, there's like a warning on it. You can't even like tap it. Well, you can, but like you have to like click like, okay, I'm willing to see an altered photo. And I think it's crazy that even Instagram's like shutting it down too.
Yeah.
That's
you know what?
Go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry.
No,
Well,
you're
you
fine.
can't have like an institution like the royal family try to think that they can, kind of like outplay the entire world. Like it's just not going to work. You have all of Instagram and all of the world, closing in on this this story, and the fact that like they're not going to pick up on it. Like just release an actual statement so you can maybe deter people's attention. And that's just not what they're doing.
And that's part of the problem is because in the beginning she admitted, I want privacy in this moment. I'm not coming back until Easter. And if it would have stayed where it was and left it at that, then we probably wouldn't have such a big issue on our hands. But the secrecy and then, this photo being posted and people having questions, and like we haven't even gotten into the conspiracy theories surrounding what's actually happened to her. But I mean, some of those things are just so crazy off the wall.
They are.
And you would think,
Yeah.
Being, if I was her, and I can, you never know what she's going to do, but seeing all this concern, all these conspiracies surrounding you and your family, you would think, maybe make a statement saying,
Exactly.
I know you guys are concerned. There's no reason to be concerned. Everything's okay. I will be returning to my duties on Easter, but,
for now, I need
for
my
now,
peace.
I need I need my privacy, but I'm okay.
Yeah, she could literally just post a picture, an Instagram story. Hey guys, I'm okay.
Yeah, like
Please
I'm
stay
alive.
public
Like, hey
smiles.
there.
But
Yeah.
they have to
Leave
make it
me
this whole
alone.
big thing. Like, she's not returning to her public duties until at least after Easter, like they said. But like, it's like they honestly want to have a grip on something. It's like just
They
dumb
wanted to take the media by storm, and they did.
And I want to
Exactly.
touch on the media because the British press has refrained from sharing these images on their
Mhm.
media for her privacy. And I also think it's interesting too because I saw that the French AFP news agency stated that the Kensington Palace is no longer a trusted source after these images came out. And it's funny too because American TV is just mocking them over this, and it's nowhere to be seen on British TV. And I think it's funny too because you hear so many things about American politics and other countries and like our friends across the pond making fun of us, and now the tables
now
are
it's
turned.
right.
Exactly.
Well, and kind of going off of that, even American media groups have published this photo and then they took it back.
Yeah.
And they took it off. And
No, it is wild.
And the AP Newswire, other trusted wire sources, all of these sources would think have credibility or just
pull the
I
story.
think it was interesting how TMZ was the first people to post the picture of her in the car with the sunglasses.
Right.
But actually, nowhere in the UK was that photo even posted, but it circulated around the United States. So, like, it was everywhere. And actually, like you mentioned, they said or I forget who said, they were like, don't post that picture. I think it was the British newspaper. They were like, we don't want that picture on the internet at all. We know it's circulating through TMZ, but we don't want that out there. And I get it, whatever. But you guys, the British press, they didn't have that decency when it came down to Meghan. They didn't have that decency when it came down to Diana. So why are they having such a decency when it comes to Kate? Like, are they trying to hide something? Is that even Kate in the picture? Like, why are they so scared?
Because that's always
that
that's a question.
That was even out there.
Yeah. And I mean, they just kind of kept, like, after Prince Henry. Prince Harry. My mind is blanking. Sorry.
Henry.
After Prince Harry made his statement saying, for personal reasons, I'm not attending this memorial. 2 days later, Kensington Palace, again, just was like, here's the statement again. If there's any pertinent updates, we will let you know, but just respect that. So it's a lot of hush, which then leads to the conspiracy theories. Some people are saying she died. Some people are saying it's a divorce. Some people are saying she's in a medically induced coma. Some people are saying she was donating body parts to the king.
Yeah.
I mean,
some people
also
said
heard BBL.
BBL.
I heard BBL.
I heard facelift. I heard she got bangs and was embarrassed.
I heard she's on vacation.
I mean, it's funny to see, how people can spin things. It's a good chuckle up here, but also
I don't know what you guys think, and I don't want to jump to conclusions. I know this is kind of like an outward thought, but like, I'm a little worried she might be dead. I'm sorry. I'm a little worried. Did you see those things with she might have a stunt double?
I was about to say that with the car. People either think it's her cousin who looks just like her, or it's a stunt double.
Or her sister.
Going to the sister. Or the farm. There were recent pictures released about William being at a farm.
I thought pictures were released yesterday with Kate.
There was a video
they don't know if it's
through
Kate.
TMZ
What do you mean we don't know if
Because it could be the stunt double. It could be the
Was she
cousin,
wearing
the sister.
sunglasses?
No, it does.
This picture.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look like her. She's really thin though, so it kind of makes you wonder, like
surgery though.
Surgery, yeah.
Maybe.
But also the the video of William, his hat is kind of turned, so you can't see his face, you just see her.
Oh.
So it could be Heidi and her husband, the stunt double couple, but honestly, I don't know if people are just trying to spin another narrative.
Right.
And maybe it is Kate, and maybe it is William, and maybe they are happy and healthy, but why don't you just say that?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
That's the part that doesn't make sense to me is the royal family, it's a big deal to so many people. And if knowing you hold that power, I get wanting to have that sense of privacy, but when you step into the limelight, it's hard to keep that privacy. And you have to be honest with the people that care about you, because a lot of people are just concerned about her general health.
And whenever that picture dropped, I honestly kind of clicked with me. Maybe we're all just really, really delusional, and we're just trying to like maintain the worldly obsession that is this right now. But I was thinking that earlier, and I was like, you know what? Like, people are just bored. We're probably just bored. Like, I know I was just I was hooked to this whenever it first came out. Like, yeah, I think that could be amazing.
And the Twitter thread.
Yeah.
Well, because whenever we first were like, yeah, let's talk about this, I was like, what? Why? This is a thing. People are upset. People are concerned. Why is this a thing? Don't we have better things to worry about? But
British people, I saw they were like, we don't care about this. Only you Americans really care about this.
Yeah.
So maybe it is something that
people like a good story, I guess.
People do love a good story. And the fact that TMZ is the first people to report on it, and TMZ is an American news outlet, entertainment outlet, so why are they so invested in something that's going on over there as well? So it honestly makes you wonder.
Well, yeah, is it a big cover-up? Is there something more going on?
It could be covering up those rumored affairs.
True.
That's true.
Well,
it's been on my
think
mind.
That maybe at the farm, since like we don't know if it was actually the prince or not, it could be like the person she's having an affair with. But I also another like conspiracy theory is that they're both having affairs, and that Prince William's killed the person that she's having an affair with. That's a conspiracy theory I heard, which is like wild, but it's just so interesting that so many people are just like where's that coming from? Like, what's the proof? There's no proof.
And I think it's just important to note that everything is just a conspiracy theory.
We don't
know.
I think the thing that people want to know, they don't want to know her medical records at all. They just want to know if she's okay, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think that's just what everybody wants to know.
Absolutely.
Like, just say hello.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Give us some good wishes. We're giving you good wishes. We hope she's okay. But anyways, that is all we have time for today. But don't worry, tune in next week to hear all the latest news in entertainment and pop culture.
Hi, my name is Marielle Reese. Today we'll be asking people questions about Valentine's Day. If you could choose any celebrity to be your Valentine, who would it be?
Wow. Jalen Hurts. That's my husband. Or one of them. Jalen Hurts.
Other girls said that too.
Dylan O'Brien.
Oh, the guy from Gossip Girl, Nate Archibald. I forget what his name is, but...
Oh, wait, Chuck Bass. I don't know what his name is.
Timothy Chalamet.
I'm trying to think of someone that's alive.
I'll go on the Armas. I'll go with Anne Hathaway.
Taylor Swift.
Michael B. Jordan. He's like Idris Elba. Usher would be my number one.
Renee Rapp. One I'm thinking of is like Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, that's a good. Would you rather get dumped on Valentine's Day or have to spend the whole day with someone you hate?
Get dumped. Yeah, get dumped. No way. I could go find somebody else to love. I don't know. Right. I don't want to just be around. Like I don't associate myself with people that I don't like.
Yeah.
Dumb. Yeah, I would be dumb. Someone I hate. Someone I hate. Yeah.
Ooh, I'd say get dumped on Valentine's Day. I'm gonna go with dumb.
Yeah, I would also agree with dumb.
Spend someone I hate.
Yeah. Spend Valentine's Day with someone I hate.
Give us your favorite rom-com and your worst rom-com.
I hate anything Twilight. I'm not gonna lie. Is 13 going on 30?
Yeah, I think so.
That one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Favorite, anyone but you.
Oh, I
did like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I just saw that. That was really good. Anyone but you. I also like Holiday. That was pretty good. Netflix special.
I love Harvey's Valentine Days.
I like 27 Dresses and About Time.
Give us your best pickup line.
Silent Riz, man. look at them in the eyes, be like.
I am the pickup line. I am. Just look at her face. I am the pickup line. That's kind of crazy, but that's my pickup line. Me.
I have to look at Tinder Tuesday.
There's a lot of good ones, and I don't know them. So.
I have to think for a second.
Wow, are you the sun? Because I like the way you shine.
Are you lightning because you're mine? Oh.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Welcome to Weekday Update. I'm Audrey Keller,
And I'm Nolan Collery.
and we write each other's shows. Make ourselves laugh. So that's really
Yeah.
what matters.
That's it. That's what's going on here.
So the poll was just a frat guy's bedroom. Come marvel at the posters of topless women and rappers they claim they listen to, and before that they blew up. Take some time to ponder at the yield sign they swear they steal, and find yourself lost in the way the laundry pile takes on one tone under the red LED light.
Just over a week ago, Ariana Grande released her 7th album, Eternal Sunshine. It's a concept album based on the 2004 Jim Carrey movie, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Now, the movie's essentially about loving someone so much that instead of facing the loss of them, you'd rather have your memory wiped of that person completely. Now, I can't help but wonder if she wanted to bring up the memory wiping thing because she wanted everyone to eventually forget that she dated Broadway's most annoying character.
Penn State Law School just announced a program for law students able to represent other students with credit, costing the student needing representation nearly nothing. However, I would recommend being wary. My good friend Nolan went to now facing life without parole.
The internet has been freaking out over Kate Middleton's disappearance from the public eye. Now, I'm not one to believe conspiracy theories, but I did hear a rather compelling one. Catherine, Princess of Wales, hasn't been seen in the UK because she's here in the US competing on The Masked Singer. Congress, this is why we should ban TikTok.
Penn State President Neely Bendapudi spent the week as a student and will be featured in next week's rendition of Undercover Boss. Watch her Friday night as she gets denied from a frat party, pays for her DP dough with the last scraps of her Lion Cash in her account, and cries herself to sleep on a twin XL mattress.
University Park is planning to spend $80 million to tear down the Hammond building and renovate the Sackett building. The renovations are to start at the end of the year and are projected to be done by 2027. Now, it's honestly comforting to me that no matter how much life changes and how unstable this world may feel, we can always count on there being some huge eyesore here on our beloved Penn State campus.
That is going to do it for us at the Weekday Update Desk. I'm Audrey Keller.
And I'm Nolan Collery, and you have yourself a wonderful little night. Yes, you.
Hey guys, so today we will be asking people to ask the age-old question, will you marry me?
Yeah, of course.
Found our first victim. Hi, how are you guys doing?
How's it going?
Pretty good. What's your names?
Henrique.
Grace.
Awesome. Would you consider proposing to Grace?
Sure. Play out with you.
Yeah.
Grace, leprechaun, overcast.
Oh.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
You're gonna put it in your finger.
You have to put it on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yay!
What a beautiful couple.
Okay, I think we found more people. Excuse me, would you like to propose to your friend with this ring pop?
Absolutely. I'm struggling. You're nervous, aren't you? So nervous. Oh, that's so nervous.
It's a big moment.
I'm so excited.
yeah.
I'm gonna open your ring. Okay, there you go. You're good. Oh, thank you. Sarah, Marie, Erwin, will you marry me? I've been waiting all day. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Yep, that fingers. Yay!
I think the customer service desk needs some love. Let's give it to him. Hi, what's your name?
Eli.
Eli?
Yeah.
Eli, will you do the honor of marrying me?
Oh, yeah.
You'll get a ring pop out of it.
I'll take it.
All right. There we go, Eli.
Thank you.
Middle finger.
I don't know what finger it goes on. Nolan from Nittany Talk,
It's me.
will you marry me?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. And it's blue raspberry too, which is top 5. So 100%. Yes.
It's called Riz Penn State.
All right, I think we found the next people to ask. Excuse me? Would you like to propose to your friend with this ring pop?
Oh my gosh, yes. I would. So I've been waiting a long time to do this. Our friendship has been so long, 7 years. Can't believe that we made it this far. And your love, and I appreciate you so much. And I just want to show you my love by proposing to you. So, will you marry me, Monica?
Oh my god, yes!
Okay. Okay. Here you go.
That was so sweet.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this episode. From Nittany Talk, I'm your host, Emily Koza, and I hope to see you next time.